home stretch of this market analysis video series where I've been breaking down 4 unique markets and showing how we've combined them into one with an MVP product, the acquisition network. So I actually recently just filed the patent yesterday for my new product, which I believe is going to be the first and only social media for businesses. It's a transparent network where we connect buyers, sellers, and consultants for the purpose of automating buying and selling businesses and selling services. And so what I've been doing is doing a deep dive analysis of 4 different industries: buyer, seller marketplaces, social media, like a place where people can connect, remote education. I've been breaking down 8 to 9 figure course creators, and then I've also been doing analysis on software solutions. And I've been showing how we created a product that combines all 4 of these industries into one. For the one-time payment of $100, you get a piece of each one of the best aspects of these industries. And so I've been breaking down each one of these businesses, the history of business listings, the history of social media, why people spend time on these platforms, how to harvest data from them, the history of the top remote education companies in the history of consulting. And then I broke down some of the top software solution companies that entrepreneurs use to manage their businesses today. And the final company that I'm breaking down is Zoom. So Zoom is a company that obviously exploded after COVID. So many people are so used to working from home now, and now Zoom is a staple. I'm actually doing this whole recording, everything's on Zoom, right? And I just use it as a way to like purpose content, educate, and like interact with my client. So like I'm a long time subscriber of Zoom. I use it all the time. And so what I'm doing is kind of just showing why any type of company that offers remote video calling is in position to make a lot of money, because obviously you could see how the numbers increased due to COVID. It was at 0.33 billion, and then it went from 2 billion to 4 billion after COVID. So think about that. It exploded. People are always going to do video calls from now on to do transactions. So what is the problem they solved? They created an effective way to have video calls with clients to make demonstrations. And they created a simple way to share a link to have people join the discussion. And so the features are virtual meetings, they have a team chat, voice over IP, call system, webinar, cloud contact. And so it's free, and then there's a time limit, and then there's a paid version, anywhere from $154 to $250 a month per user. And so that definitely can get costly when you are growing a sales team. But Zoom is definitely the premier video conferencing platform on the planet. It's generating 4 billion a year, as you can see the growth, and they have 300 million users. And so what I want to do is kind of break down the power of like what we created. So we have a platform that brings everyone together all at once. So like we have an education platform. We have like 14 different communities where different experts are going to be uploading content. We have an interactive feed where business buyers are going to be able to comment on for sale listings, and that's going to change the whole market, right? So here's the industry that I'm used to working in. I'm used to talking to these business buyers that want to get information on these deals, but they can't get all the information that's available. They have to talk to each individual broker, and they have to deal with them via email and phone call. Is what we're offering is a social feed where buyers can interact with these listings, and then our consultant team can deal with the brokers on behalf of the buyers to get deals done more effectively. And so the powerful thing that we've created is providing buyers with the ability to tag one another, but they also can create tasks where they can say like, hey, let's talk about this deal later. You can like add a few business partners and connect them all in here. But you also have the ability to create chats. You can create private chats, and you can do group chats where you can have up to 48 people on a video call here directly within the app. And so that's a huge innovation in itself, because there is no like interactive chat system at all for these buyer-seller marketplaces. These companies were founded in 1996, before social media and video conferencing existed. And that's why it's a huge opportunity to provide that chat system, to provide that video conferencing for the buyer-seller marketplaces, to provide a more effective way to get deals done. And so that alone is a huge innovation, and that's why I'm just highlighting how like Zoom was able to explode due to COVID. I argue that adding this video chat feature in the buyer-seller marketplace is going to be a huge reason why our company is going to grow. Even more so in my consulting training, one of the things that I teach is how to get really good at doing video presentations, because I believe it's a skill that people are going to need to learn. And so what I do is like I break down actually like in this training how to properly like the steps to do a good video call, because I've had over 170 people invest 28,000 into various services that I've promoted, and it's all primarily been due through video conference. And so like here I'm outlining like the clear steps that I followed, which allowed me to get so good at doing these calls, and which is gonna build me a huge network of salespeople that are gonna want to learn from my proven training. And then it's also gonna build a huge the pipeline of salespeople are going to contribute to the pipeline of more companies and buyers that are going to engage with my software. And then the more people that are going to benefit from this video conferencing system, because like I said, there are no companies that are in the business seller marketplace that have a chat system that are doing video conferences all within the platform that also provide education. Because what I have found is that the majority of people that are on these sites, they want to buy these businesses, but they don't have the money. And that's why we created an affordable solution to the majority of these leads by giving them a universal product that they all can afford to purchase. It's the Acquisition Network. It's a one-time payment of $100 where we learned the best features from each one of these 33 companies. So we went through Zoom, School, Kajabi, Go High Level, Close.io, Slack, all of these softwares that are charging monthly per user. We can provide for a one-time payment of $100. We also have a virtual assistant feature, right? Where I learned from all of these different 8-figure, 9-figure companies. Like I have my own training, and I have a bunch of companies that are uploading content that are all going to be uploading information into this platform, and it's all going to lead to more video calls that are going to be done directly on mobile and desktop. And so that's why I did a breakdown on Zoom. And like I said, that's why I did a history of all these social medias and a history of all these different franchise sites, because currently there just is no business that is combining video conferencing, chats, communication, education, all in one place. And that's why I did this market analysis where I broke down 4 different unique industries. I broke down 33 companies, and I learned the best of what each are doing, like what features are selling the best, what people are charging for, why these companies are making billions of dollars, why they have millions of customers. And I learned how to emulate the best things that they're providing, but also learn in the gaps that each one of them are leaving open. And that's why I filed the patent yesterday for the Acquisition Network, because I created a product and solution that nobody is currently delivering in the marketplace. It is a product that combines a business marketplace, a social media education tool, and software solution, all for the one-time payment of $100. So if you saw great value in this market analysis, feel free to click the link below. Check us out at acquisitionnetwork.io and schedule a free demo. We'll show you the product, everything that you get for the one-time payment of $100, and I'll see you on the next one. The future of doing business is now.